Hello, everyone. My name is Rose Miller, and I want to take you on a journey. And that journey I want to take you on is from Mississippi, from when I was 2 years old. Now, we think, oh, that sounds really cute. But then you add in the fact that my mom had to run in the house, grab myself, and grab my little sister. And so as she did that, it wasn't because she was trying to show love and joy to us. It was because my dad's only brother, was drunk. And when she grabbed us because she was running for our life. And so she grabbed us, she started running over fields, just ducking bullets, hearing the gunshots. And so finally, I don't know after how long, my mom was finally able to get somewhere to make a phone call. And so she made that phone call to my uncle in Chicago, Illinois. This was our oldest brother. She told him what was happening. And so he wired us bus tickets on the Greyhound, better known as the Grey Dog for those that are travelers. So we got on that bus finally, and then we started going and going. We went into Memphis, Tennessee. Beautiful bridge. Water is just flowing underneath. And then we stayed there just for a little while so we could make our exchange to the next bus. Where did we go from there? From there, we headed to St. Louis, Missouri, city of the beautiful arches. And we had a lot of relatives there. So those relatives took us in. They made food for us. We played with their children. But as we know, all good things have to come to an end. So we were back on the Gray Dog again. And then from there, we headed to Chicago, Illinois. And at this time, it was getting to be summer. So we went to the very one that had sent us the tickets, my mom's older brother. And we were staying there with him. If any of you know Chicago, we lived in the Henry Horner's projects. And it was some things that happened in Henry Horner's. But we were able to live, but we lived in multiple apartments. We laughed together, we cried together, they yelled, but as we know, people get tired of you after you done stayed for a while, so that wasn't our home. So we left. And where did we go when we left? Started heading to Detroit City. We know about that big rubber tire, right? The big Goodyear tire. Land of the automobile manufacturers. So we went there. We also had relatives in Detroit City. And when we went there, oh, we ate. Did we eat? Did we eat? We ate, we played. They helped my mom to get a job temporarily. But of course, again, we weren't able to find a home. And so we left from there. And when we left from Detroit City, we went to Albion. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Albion, but you do know that if you go through it and you blink, you will miss it. And so we moved to Albion. And when we were in Albion, she had her sister. My mom had a sister that lived in Albion. So we were able to settle down a little bit. I was able to go to school. I went to elementary school there. I went to junior high, land of the Wildcats. So I was there for a while. My mom worked. We even got us a place. But then, too, that wasn't the place that kept us either. So then, where did we go from there? We went to Battle Creek, Michigan, Cereal City, Kellogg's and Post. We went there. You smelled the cereal as you came into the city. So we were able to look forward to those tours. Now, one thing about Battle Creek, we all live here, all of us that live here know, it's a given town. So, of course, I was staying with my cousin at this time before we got our place. And what did we do? We skipped school. I was in the 3rd grade. We skipped school. And so as we skipped school, we had this neighborhood store. I don't know how many of you remember on Emmett Street. It used to be a store, and the owner's name was Miss Pinchentina. Miss Pinchentina. She was all of 4 foot tall. She was wonderful. So we went into the store. She said, "Aren't y'all supposed to be in school?" I looked at her. I looked at my cousins. We said, no school today. And so what did she do? Her being the wonderful person that she was, knowing all the kids in the neighborhood, all the parents, she took us to First Post. That's when they were doing tours, and we were able to tour. Then we went from there, and everybody know Kellogg's, when you tour through there, you get to sit down and have Fruit Loops and ice cream. Fruit Loops and ice cream. You got your little white hat, you put it on, you ate your Fruit Loops and ice cream, and then they gave you a snack pack. Oh my goodness. We ate all the ice cream, all the Fruit Loops, the snack pack. Then she took us back to her store, gave us pops and candy, We were miserable. She said, isn't it time for you all to go home? We said, yeah. So we went home. Now, that was a mistake because when you skip in school, you don't go home. So we went home. Oh, we playing music. We having us a party. All of a sudden, we heard a click in the door. We dived into the closet. We didn't just run into the closet. We dived. And, of course, you always get found out. So that was the time of, I don't know about CPS now, but you got whooped. When you didn't go to school, you got a whooping. And so we got a whooping. But the wonderful thing about all this, even though I took you down a trail, even though there was trauma in that trail, there was some laughter in times, but we hadn't found home. And then once we came to Battle Creek, we found home. We were able to go to school. We were able to look at all the sites. We were able to share meals together in spite of all the things that happened. It was good things and bad, but in spite of all that, we were able to find home. And I know sometimes it's difficult when we're living with other people because of things that happen in our lives, but I looked and I found home in spite of that. So sometimes take a ponder, take a gander, and look yourself and see what your home looks like. And as these other storytellers are coming, listen to what home is